It was this time a year ago that we began something as a church called the Exponential Project. We were really sensing God leading us to make three specific moves to carry our mission forward into the future. And those things were, first of all, to begin working towards eliminating our remaining debt of $1.6 million on our building there on Hamilton Road. And the second thing was to make some much needed enhancements to our current facility there at Hamilton Road. And then the third thing was to go multi-site, to grow in a new kind of way by multiplying our congregation and beginning gathering in a new location in our community. And so we're here a year later seeing movement on all three of those things. As people made commitments and have been giving in this last year, we've been able to start to make steps in reducing our debt. The construction and work of making enhancements there on our Hamilton Road site are well underway, and we've been able to launch this second location at Lee Scott Academy. So in February of this year, we had about 170 adults and about another 70 kids that left out from our Hamilton Road congregation really as pioneers to go start something new. And we've been gathering at Lee Scott Academy now for about the last 6 months and just seeing God do some amazing things among us. The one thing I get a lot of questions about from people with Lee Scott really revolves around numbers. People want to know how many people are coming. And while we have had growth during our first 6 months, really the most significant thing is what we have seen God doing in people's lives. In the last 6 months, we have seen new people come who are really hearing about Jesus and His gospel for the first time in their lives. We're continuing to see God draw people in who come from places of hurt and brokenness in their lives, intersecting ours, and just opening doors for us just to love them. And while we're seeing God do some really amazing things in new people who are a part of this location, gosh, we were seeing Him do so much in us and many of us who have kind of ventured out on this new journey together. He is raising up new people into leadership in places that they otherwise would have never had the opportunity to do. We're really seeing Him mold into our hearts this new kind of a servant mentality. And we're also seeing Him really move among our own kids as they watch what's unfolding before them each week. I actually had a friend in our small group share with me about her son making a comment after our small group. They were kind of cleaning up their house and putting away some chairs, and he said, you know, what we do in setting up and kind of putting things away and cleaning up a small group and what we do at church each week, and this is a lot of work, but it's worth it. And I just think about like that young boy, he is so right. Everything we are doing is worth it. I think more than anything, what we're learning at Lee Scott is that God is teaching us a new way of being the church rather than it just being something that we go to on a Sunday morning. And so looking back on this last year, what we began a year ago was the Exponential Project, but what we're seeing this turning into is really the Exponential movement.